So these are the networking commands. Networking commands. Generally used networking commands. I put some of the commands which is networking related commands. You are going to see those commands. So first time I open, it's not open. So I open 2 times, then it is open 2 times. So where are we? So commands, we'll type in the command prompt. Okay. So you open the command prompt and we'll see. Okay. This is my command prompt. The first thing is, already we discussed this one. How to check the MAC address. How to check the MAC address of your device, right? A device, for example, there is only one NIC in a device, only one NIC or two NICs. If you type get MAC command, so you'll get to know that there is a MAC address. So you have one NIC, one MAC address it will show. Okay, but it is showing multiple MAC address here. Physical address means MAC address, right? So it is showing multiple physical address or MAC addresses here because I have two physical net NICs. One is Wi-Fi, which is a laptop. Laptop having two NICs are there. One is Wi-Fi, another one is wide NICs. Two NICs are there. Plus, I have a virtual NICs also there. Those virtual NIC kind of stuff also showing here. Okay. So we won't know which NICs, which MAC address here. Okay, it is showing that address, but we don't understand. Just we are getting able to see the physical address. Next command is Ipconfig. We're going to see how to check the MAC address once again with the Ipconfig space / all command. But right now, first we'll see the Ipconfig command. So how to check IP address? What's the command? Ipconfig. How to check the IP address? The command is Ipconfig. Okay. So it displays all my adapters information. Okay. So actually I connected through Wi-Fi. My wide adapter is not connected. So I connected through Wi-Fi only. Okay. So my adapter is Wi-Fi adapter. So it is showing in the last, you see wireless LAN adapter, Wi-Fi adapter, and see the IP address, my IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. So I got my IP address. Of course, I am also getting a subnet mask as well as default gateway also. How to check your system IP address? In a command is Ipconfig. One of the command is Ipconfig. Okay, that is important. Next, I'm getting information of IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. But I want to know about more details. I want to know about my DHCP server address, DNS server address, my MAC address. My IP is configured, right? It is manually or statically configured. So how to get to know? It is Ipconfig space / all and Ipconfig space / all. You can also try these commands, guys. No problem. Okay. Parallelly, no need to do it. Parallelly, you don't need to do it, but you can try after session. Okay. Parallelly doing means if I do one command and you are typing, it will be gone. So you will confuse. Of course, in our notes, it's a commands are there, so no problem. But don't do parallelly. You have to listen what I'm telling, right? So that's don't do parallelly. You can try in a break time or maybe later also. Ipconfig space / all. Okay. So again, I'm getting the details of every adapter. So what is my currently connected adapter is my Wi-Fi adapter. This is my Wi-Fi adapter currently connected. We can able to see the IP address. See, IP address is there. Subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, and DNS server address. So it is showing DHCP server address. And also you can also see there is a DHCP enabled yes. Meaning is this IP address is assigned by a DHCP server. The DHCP server address is this one. Okay, the DHCP server address is this one. Good. Okay. What is the next? Is a physical address. Okay. So what also we are getting physical address of this adapter. This is adapter description. This adapter's physical address means MAC address. Okay. So what is the difference between ipconfig and ipconfig /all? ipconfig, you are getting IP, subnet mask, default gateway. And ipconfig /all, you are getting IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, plus your MAC address, your adapter, MAC address, DNS server address, DHCP server address, and DHCP enabled yes or no information. DHCP enabled yes and DHCP server address, both see address is there, enabled is there. Means you got IP address, you got IP address from this DHCP server. If it is manually configured, if IP address is manually configured, it will show DHCP enabled no, and also you can't find any DHCP server address here because it's a manually configured IP address. When you see an IP address, DHCP enabled yes, DHCP enabled yes, and but no DHCP server, that too your IP address showing like this, auto configuration IPv4 address, auto configuration IPv4 address, and the IP address is 169.254. Means what? This IP is not from DHCP server or manual configuration. It's not a DHCP server IP address, not a manually configured IP address. It is system self-generated IP address from API range, automatic private IP address range. It is system is assigned these IP address. Why? This adapter is not connected to any DHCP server. Is unable to get any IP address from a DHCP server. So system itself assign an IP address to our adapter from API range. Okay, guys, ipconfig /all information. You know, it's when we started HCL training so many years back, first, then only I went to the cognition, right? In that time, also they asked these questions. What's the difference between ipconfig and ipconfig /all? So why this question? Why it is more important? Because people learn, see, learn, practice, but don't do an observation. If you don't know how to observe, just what there is a command, type it, and yes, we got output. That's it. Okay. But they didn't observe what output they got it. They didn't see what output they got it. They didn't understand the output. Just they don't mind about it. So in that case, so that's also a question. That is how you will understand. Here one more question. I keep on telling that answer. I told that question answer already multiple times. What is that in one interview? So that's our one mock interview. It is my batch only. Even in a direct interviews also, I see this question. It is, who is your DHCP server? Okay. Where is your DHCP server? For example, where is Pujita? Like I asked question, where is Pujita? What he will tell? Your address, right? Where is your DHCP server? You have to tell DHCP server address, IP address, 192.168. Some 1.1 like that it is. We have to tell their address. Okay, how to check what is your DHCP server? Ipconfig space slash all. There you can find DHCP server address. Okay. Water order. Okay. So like that, try the commands, guys, in your laptop or desktop. See, there is no harmful to type those commands. Okay, these commands. Okay. One or two commands you don't try unnecessarily. Okay, but try to know what is that command. But remaining all commands you can do it. In this ipconfig command, the ipconfig command, you want to know what are the other options. So then put a slash question mark, and you will show the all other ipconfig related options. See, ipconfig, all, renew, release, renew, flush, register, display DNS, like that. Okay. So what is this options we'll also we're going to see. ipconfig slash release. Yesterday we have seen this one. ipconfig space slash release. What is this ipconfig space slash release? In case you change your network is changed. You connected to different network. Or maybe your DHCP is changed. You have one DHCP earlier, now it is different DHCP. Like one DHCP service, now it is different DHCP. But your IP is not changed because once IP is configured, until unless somewhat it is disconnected or connected directly, or maybe its lease period is expired, then only IP will be updated. Otherwise, you think, yeah, IP address is there, it is using that only. But now it is your network changes, DHCP server change, but your IP is not changing. One. Second one is, you got API address. In that time, you are unable to get IP address from DHCP server. Now you troubleshoot DHCP server related issues. DHCP server is not connected, you connected it back. Service is not running, you restart the services. Okay. Address pool, you do not have enough of addresses, you increase the scope size. So you troubleshoot the DHCP related kind of stuff. Now DHCP is running good and giving IP address to the client system. But you are still having old API address. So what to do? ipconfig space slash release. ipconfig space slash release flush automatically configured IP address. Either system is generated or DHCP IP addresses. Either system self-generated IP address like API address, automatic IP address, right? It is automatic IP address. Okay. Automatic API, AIP, automatic private IP address. Okay. Automatic private IP address. AP, IP, A. Automatic private IP address. It's automatic address is generated. Or a DHCP assigned IP address, that is also automatic IP address. This automatically assigned IP address will be removed from your adapters. If any adapter is having static IP, it won't be removed. Static IP address won't be removed. Manually configured IP address won't be removed, but static IP address will be removed. So ipconfig space slash release. I'm not doing anything, guys, just I'm putting Control C. Why? If I put a enter, what happened? Even my Wi-Fi adapter is also configured with DHCP, right? Automatic configured. If I put enter, what happened? My IP address will be removed. If it is removed, we will get disconnected. If I don't have an IP address, so what happened? I will get disconnected. Okay. So for that one, I'm not doing anything, just ipconfig space /release. For remove the automatically configured IP address. So when we do this one, generally, whenever a IP address is configured, or maybe you connected to different networks, still here it is showing the world IP only. So to get a new IP from the DHCP, so what you do, first you will have to remove the existing one. ipconfig space /release to flush or remove the existing automatically configured IP address. Then you have to get a new one. Then it is renew. To renew the new IP address. To get the new IP address or renew your existing address using that ipconfig /renew. It's also not doing it in the renew process also. I will get another IP, fresh IP, and re-getting an IP is maybe possible. We are disconnected. ipconfig space /release. As remember, we discussed DNS, at least some small part of DNS, right? DHCP, DHCP will assign IP address to our client devices. Then what is DNS? What is the DNS? Your system don't know IP address of google.com. What our system will do? It send a request to a DNS server, your local DNS server. Check your IP address configuration. In that one you can see DNS server address. So my system don't know google.com or facebook.com or youtube.com's IP address. So then what my system will do? It send request to the DNS server. It send a request to a DNS server using DNS protocol. It send a DNS request to the server. Asking for I want a IP address of www.google.com. This DNS server returns the IP address of www.google.com to your system. Okay. It will search and find www.google.com IP address. Then it will give it to the your system, that is the IP address of google.com. Now your system knows what is the IP address of www.google.com. So next time it is try to use that IP, right? First time you don't know, you ask DNS. Next time you don't require. Why? Because once system learn the IP address, it stores in the system only for temporarily. Temporarily it will store. Okay. So it's not required to be asked DNS again and again if it is available in its cache memory or a temporary memory. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. How to check? How to check that temporary memory? Temporary, once we learn our DNS records from one, like your system got a IP address of google.com. How to check those things? ipconfig space /displaydns. So how many records I'm having? Some are static records, some are dynamic records. While learning, my system kept all this information. When I restart my PC, all the records should be cleared. Sometimes it is not clear. Usually it is helpful for our system to communicate faster name and IP address resolutions. Sometimes it is burden for our system, having more data that is in the RAM, and also sometimes these are triggers our network, so to occupy more space. How to flush this one? Flush DNS. How to remove this? Cache data, cache DNS records, flush DNS. It is got flushed. One time, two time, flush it. And next time try display DNS. See, not more records now. Earlier it is showing lot of records. Okay, it's not showing those records now. Why? Because these are static configured records, local records only. It is inside my system already created records. But which is dynamically learn records. Dynamically means catched records whenever it is learned from the DNS server. So that is got removed. So what's the command? First is display DNS, next is flush DNS. Okay. Another important commands are there. Ping and traceRT. I will tell ping and traceRT in the last. Okay. Next. nslookup. For this one, we have to do 1.1 is that is ncpa.cpl. Already I said, no, I have multiple adapters. Some are virtual, some are physical. This Wi-Fi is physical. This is physical. Remaining are virtual only. Okay. So what is this NS lookup? Okay. What is NS lookup? You want to know the IP address of www.google.com. You want an IP address of www.google.com. Okay. So you will get it, that IP. The problem why it is showing this unknown, timed out kind of stuff. So this request is sending to all my adapters. Some are my loopback adapters, means local adapters. It is virtual adapters. So it is creating this kind of output because they don't know how to reach the internet part. So I'm getting this kind of error. So that's why I open this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disable these adapters temporarily. Disconnected is okay. Disconnected is okay because it won't anyway, it won't request. But these are all my virtual adapters. Through these virtual adapters, request is the system is trying to get connected and getting a reply. So it has to be connected to our Wi-Fi or one only. Then only we'll get it. Again, try NS lookup. Now are we getting? The first one is showing my DNS server and DNS server IP address. And next one it is we are getting www.google.com's IP address. What IP? IPv6 address, IPv4 address also it is showing. Okay, 2404. IPv6 address, IPv4 address also we are getting now. It depends upon service provider. What is NS lookup, guys? NS lookup is to find IP address of something. Facebook.com. Facebook.com. NS lookup is a command to find IP address of certain system. You can also use ping command also. You can use ping and traceRT. There also will show you the Facebook.com, issue.com, like those systems IP address, you will get it. But that's a different command. For ping is for checking connectivity. Traceart is to check how you reach the destination. But not exactly for a DNS IP address purpose. But still we are getting IP address using destination IP address using ping and traceart commands. Okay. You can use nslookup directly, direct nslookup, you can use it. Yes, yesterday I explained one theory, right? What is that? ARP resolution theory. ARP resolution theory, right? Address resolution protocol. So whenever you are communicating to the remote system, when you are doing a communication, you are communicating for a first time. So you are giving an IP address of the remote system. You are giving an IP address You are giving an IP address only. When you are communicating, whatever the types of communication is, we are giving IP address to your system IP. Beyond water. Okay. So when you are giving your IP address, means you are not specifying MAC address. That your first time you are communicating to that machine means your system don't know the destination MAC address. So what it will do? So it use so for destination MAC address. Source MAC address is our system, source IP is our system, destination is destination IP is there. But we don't know the destination machine MAC address. This MAC address are very important when it is very MAC address are very important when you are communicating in the same segmented network. When you are communicating outside of your network, that destination MAC address is we don't require because we are sending packet to default gateway only. So we don't mind the destination MAC address. We use some destination MAC address differently. Our default gateway interface MAC address only we are using. Destination IP is different and destination MAC address is different when you are communicating outside of the network. Okay. So if your system don't know the destination MAC address, then instead of destination MAC address, you can put a 12 Fs, right, as a MAC broadcasting address. But once you learn, okay, but how your system knows the destination MAC address? When you are receive a packet from the destination to our system, whenever we received a packet from that destination to our system, okay, so our system learn the incoming packets, source MAC address and source IP, the map inside the system. That is also temporary type only. You want to see the data, ARP space hyphen A will show you this ARP table. Okay, so there is a different devices. Even I am trying to communicate to this IP. So this system, this 194 systems interface MAC address like this. Okay, like this. Okay. So when I'm trying to communicate, like a ping 192.160.164.164, or I've opened a web browser web page of 192.170.16.194.194. And what that is destination IP. Then what is the destination MAC address? It will get it from this table only. Okay. So this you can see type is dynamic means whenever incoming packet is came, whenever you received a packet, in that packet you have got a source IP, incoming packets, source IP and source MAC address. So that will put it into the ARP table. But you can also fix it statically. So ARP space slash question mark. What is the slash version mark? In the bottom, you can see example. So that is static entry of this ARP information. Static entry. A static entry means manually can also use this information to our system. So simply ARP space hyphen yes and destination IP address and other system IP address, their MAC address. So then it is static entry. Why we need a static entries? In certain organizations for security purpose, they use these static entries. Only if the source and destination IP address, MAC address matches as per the ARP table, then only it will accept the packet, otherwise it's not accepting the packet. Hmm? So what is ARP? It maps IP address to MAC address in the system when you are communicating to that destination. So it will check in ARP table that destination IP address is there or not. And then if it is there, what is its MAC address? Okay. So ARP space hyphen A to check the ARP table. Ah, The root print. Okay. What is root print? Guys, when you are communicating in the network to reach the destination, so you must know how to send it back. The router by default, the routers, the physical routers will send the packet to the destination using routing tables. To reach to the destination, which way the packet has to be sent, which interface packet has to be sent, and which way means what is the connected next router, so which way packet has to be sent. So like that, based on the routing tables, these routers will decide how to forward this packet. So right. So similarly, in our system also we have a built-in routing table is there. If you see here, destination network mask gateway interface. You want to reach any destination, 0.0.0, any destination, any network. You have to send the packet to that interface, 170.16.194.66 interface. That's my Wi-Fi adapter interface, IP address. And it has to be sent to the gateway. So what is the gateway? 170.16.192.1. That is my gateway. So I want to reach anything, I have to send packet to this gateway to this interface. But you can also see remaining loopbacks. Loopbacks not showing anything, only interface is loopback ID only. Okay. So I disabled some other adapters, right? So that's why we are unable to get a full information. Okay. So to check the routing table, or you want to add something to the routing table, you can add also. You can add route also, route information. To reach certain distance, certain destination, which way packet has to be sent. So you can add routing information also. You can delete it also. That is route print. Netstat. What is this Netstat? We are communicating to different devices, right? So what is the communication? What is your local address, your remote address, and what protocol mapping you want to see? That is a Netstat. Netstat will shows how you are communicating, to whom you are communicating, what is your source address, what is destination address, what protocol. The D035 is my that another system. I said now 194. That is a D035 system. Okay. So whenever you open something, like whatever the connection it is, you open something. Okay. This tpointtech.com I open. So that information also it will shows. Either name or IP address wise it will shows. Okay, this is our session. One new opens is WhatsApp connecting. Okay. So when you are sending a request. So we use a path, right? So same private IP, different public IP addresses we are reaching. Okay. So this is a path kind of port numbers in our local port numbers kind of stuff. So this is our road print command. So what is left over is ping and Tracert. Okay. So we'll see what is the ping, what is Tracert also. Ping tells your device is able to communicate to the destination or not. Have a source system and destination. Is source to destination connectivity and communication is there or not? Is any issues are there? Both are connected, are able to communicate or not? How to check it or how to test it using ping command. So ping means packet internet grouper. Ping abbreviation is packet internet grouper. Actually, that's we made that abbreviation, but actually ping is a simple word from the ping pong. Ping pong bar. So from that one, so this is ping. Pong, ping. So, ping pong. Ping pong means you ping, you get a pong. Okay. You send it, you got reply kind of stuff. So ping is a command to test or check the connectivity between the source and destination. Okay. So what you have to do to testing from your system, go to the command prompt, put a ping and destination system IP address. Okay. Ping use ICMP protocol. So ping send echo request to the destination. Destination gives echo response. You send echo request and you get a echo response. It's all about echo. What are the packet you send? You will get back that packet. If you get back that same packet, so that means from source to destination communication is there. That is a ping command. So if you type ping google.com, okay, so it meaning is from my system, I can reach up to google.com. It is confirmed that my system, my network, my internet, everything is fine. So I can able to reach the destination. You can also ping to some system 172. Sorry. Okay. So when I ping to the specific system, what it is happen, it send a echo request. So 4 echo ping packets, echo request packets are sent and we are received again 4 from the destination. So when you are, it will showing the reply from the destination IP. You ping to the destination IP and it is showing reply from the destination IP. Means from your source to destination is good. Okay, that is the ping command. To test the connection between my system to the destination system is there or not. So based on the ping reply from destination, I am getting yes. I can understand from source to destination, destination to source, communication is available. Communication is there. Yeah, we are getting reply from our own PC IP address. 66 is my PC. Okay, I am getting reply from my system. It is showing that destination host not reachable. It means the remote device is down, disconnected. So I put a wrong IP address. Okay, like that. Destination host not reachable. So once again, guys, again we'll come back to this testing, but ping is used to check the connectivity between two devices, source and destination. Can you able to reach Ping will tell, can you able to reach the destination or not? Ping is just to check, can we reach the destination or not? Able to communicate to the destination or not? Okay, are you able to reach the destination or not? That's a ping command. The last command is Tracert. What is Tracert? So use ping command, right? Ping google.com. So by this, I can understand, I can able to reach the google.com from my laptop to google.com. So there is a communication. Okay. So ping will tell you, can you reach the destination or not? Okay. Now, what is this Tracert? Tracert will tell you how you reach the destination. Ping will tell you, can you reach the destination or not? Tracert will tell you how you reach the destination. Yes, the command I'm giving in my laptop means from my laptop to my gateway to my ISP, my ISP to some other ISP means other routers, next router, next router, next router. Finally, I reach the destination. In the world, are all are connected to different routers. So like this, from my home, I'm in home. So my router is my Wi-Fi router, right? So first of all, my router, my gateway, I have to go. From that one, what is the next step is ISP. So I reach ISP. In ISP, it can be have multiple routers. So then it will say which way that direction based on that routers. And then there is in the world lot of routers in between my system to my destination. Between me and google.com, there can be a lot of routers are there. Okay, they are connected in different ways. Which is the best path to reach the destination? Which path I reach the destination? That path entire router's information is given here. So it is from my system, first it is go to the gateway. Next is my ISP. Next is some other router, some other router, some other router, and some other router. Finally, I reach the destination. Okay. So I'm typing facebook.com. See, this time also from my laptop to gateway to ISP. After ISP, it can be any route. Okay. See, it is first is showing 172.16.192.1 in both the places. See it is a both same kind of stuff. And second IP also same 183.82.96.1. Of course, there is something not showing, it's not showing their IP address. So that's it is showing request time dot. And here it is 14.78. What is this? It is different one. So this is 183.82. This is 183.83. This is 14.78. This is 251.9. It is showing here, see, 72, 72, 142, 157, 129, 129, 129, and reach 163. This is 142, 163. So this is a facebook.com IP address. This is a google.com IP address. Google.com IP, facebook.com IP. Okay. How you reach it? Which path? Okay. Even you try www.youtube.com, www.whatsapp, like web.webstack.com. To whom you are checking it. The first is from your system to gateway to ISP. From ISP router, which way your destination is there. That way it will forward the packet and it will try to find what is the best uh, uh, path to reach the destination also. Okay. This is Tracert. Just understand the networking commands. So using ping command, how to check the two systems are able to communicate. If it is showing some error, what to troubleshoot it? What are the things you have to check it? Okay, that is we are going to discuss after the break. So take a break.